resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
At the 45 on his way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll leave it with him. Look out, he's got room.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Dogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense has the ball for the first time. they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You got to worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Mississippi State going up tempo. Looking for a man. It's Shapen. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Quick handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. Turning it on. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Shapen. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. You got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the big dog got him again. And Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but with the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking to throw. It's Chapin. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff from the gun. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to pass. It's Chapin. Under fire. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break.
691, Gators Sparks.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Booth. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Georgia won the SEC a season ago, but face-planted in the playoff, largely due to their offensive issues. But Kirby Smart is certainly reloaded at the skill positions.
I've reloaded, and obviously the quarterback spot was an issue all last year and then down the stretch. And now, interested to see how the page turns with Gunnar Stockton at the helm. Does it bounce back offensively? Do they look like the Georgia of old?
Yeah, this is an expectation, obviously, that Kirby Smart has created of excellence. And they've done really great high school recruiting. Obviously brought in some key players through the portal as well. You know what this is going to look like. A physically dominant team on both sides of the ball, but that QB position, that's the key.
He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarter.
Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Off the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Showing off the arms. Still running at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see how they handle it. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He'll pull it on the read. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Past the 40. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Georgia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for... Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Croman Hope. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Power football with the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. There he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. Finding open areas. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No fair catches here, looking for room. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
Trying play action. Dances away to buy time. Across the 35. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down.
42 Spider.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The Dogs haven't just been hungry. They've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached. They listen. They play so hard. They don't give you a thing.
To the air, it's Croman Hope. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's dealt. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10.
And that's good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Going for it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Makes the quick grab. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayed. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Here comes the hurry up. To the air on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Smith. At the 40, there he goes. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. To the air, it's Sayed. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down. Baby.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it. And not just get it. They score a touchdown.
How about that? You get the ball first, the opening drive, and you take the ball right down the field. You said, forget extra points. I'm going to go for 2. So the only thing so far that's gone wrong for you is you failed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing...
There he goes! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tate. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a point.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Unleashes one. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
The extra point here would tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Throws to the wideout. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Belly stunner. Green 25. Gringo.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Wants to throw it. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Rush is on him, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. The play action fake. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Peoples. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
Man, they have been great on 4th down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it. Turning it on! Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tate. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And that is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And the Buckeyes will boot away to start the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football form out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. To the air. It's Stockton. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Branch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll go right back to the run. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bringing the heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Caught in the backfield. It's Delp. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and fired complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Throwing right. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Clear! Clear! Igloo!
On the run, it's Jackson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Sayin. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on third. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Quick toss.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing it up.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Georgia! They move on top here in the 4th. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum that give you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Fighting off the defender. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense, because one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
On the option. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Man, it's so nice to have guys like this who do the right thing. You have to understand the situation. Yards don't get me anything. I don't need yards. I got to get points, but that time is ticking. Nice job stopping the clock, getting out of bounds.
Finds his man. It's Tate. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Under fire. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent. And this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season. And you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.